before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. And before you came forth from the womb, I sanctified you. I have appointed you as a prophet to the nations. Then I said, Alas, Lord Jehovah! Indeed, I do not know how to speak, for I am a youth. But Jehovah said to me, Do not say, I am a youth, for everywhere I send you, you shall go, and everything I command you, you shall speak. Jeremiah 1, verses 5 through 7. In this episode, we continue the series entitled Miraculously Normal Living, with excerpts taken from a time of fellowship in the summer of 2008 in Southern California. In this episode, brothers Dennis Higashi and Andrew Yu exhort the working saints to not despise their youth, but to show strength and take action by picking up an area of service with a companion. A link to the full audio and to the book referenced in the speaking can be found in the episode notes.
I'm just very cherished and very nourished and also very burdened in this fellowship here. And the verse that came to me, I'd like to read it to you. In Jeremiah chapter 1, Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. And before you came forth from the womb, I sanctified you. I have appointed you as a prophet to the nations. Then I said, Alas, Lord Jehovah, indeed, I do not know how to speak, for I am a youth. But Jehovah said to me, Do not say, I am a youth. For everywhere I send you, you shall go. And everything I command you, you shall speak. I feel like sometimes we have the impression that we are eternally a youth and that we can do nothing. On one hand, maybe that's a good attitude to have. On the other hand, we cannot just sit around and do nothing our whole life. I feel like the Lord, in fellowshipping with us today, is opening our being to see that there are some that need to rise up. I almost feel like we've been running in the race, and we've been so focused on running that we didn't realize that the whole next generation coming up behind us is way far behind us. I don't know what other illustration to use. But there's just a feeling within me that says, no! No! No to this. The Lord is interested in His recovery today. And I feel like at least a little bit over these years, we have been commissioned with the Lord's recovery. Amen. And there is just a burning within me that this same commission could be given to all of you here. I admit I don't like to get old. But unfortunately, Brother Rick knows, my toe, my eye, my this, my that. I've come to Brother Rick more and more recently. It used to be that Brother Rick and I were just companions. I never would talk to him. But over the recent days and months, right, Rick? I think he gets a lot of calls from the brothers. Something happens when you enter into your 50s, right, Rick? Does it look like I'm 50? I may be a little over 50, but I feel young! Amen. Because the Lord's recovery is so dear to us. Anyway, the other verse I wanted to give you, is in Daniel 11:32. But the people who know their God will show strength and take action. I like this word, but. The Lord impressed me with this, but. Chapter 11 of Daniel is in the context of the Antichrist. there was always the opposition. There was always the opposition in the background. There was always things that try to pull us down. I believe this is normal. But the people who know their God will what? Show strength and take action. I believe what Brother Menorah covered in the practical things about living for Him and living to Him, what Brother Benson covered in the matter of the meetings, all this is the practical application of showing strength and taking action. There is the life within us that wants to cooperate with the Lord. And I know the brothers feel the same way, I feel the same way, that there's only one meaning for our human life, and that is to be the overcomers, to see the Lord return. And this is why we're here. I just have a feeling within, I will not stop until we are overcomers. Showing strength and taking action. And I feel like within all of us, there is just this desire, this burden. Not that you would become proud, but neither would you just passively say, well, the brothers can handle it. The brothers can handle it. I'm so grateful for the older brothers among us. But I have to say, the brothers are getting older. There are so many things that we have to learn together. I just hate to see this brother going to be with the Lord, this brother going to be with the Lord, and yet we're missing so much of their portion of Christ. Yet, where is the, if lack of a better word, where are the others who could replace? Anyway, this fellowship is not to make us proud, but to give us the burden. Rise up, show strength, and take action. Not in an ambitious way, but show strength. What does this mean? That means at 7 p.m. on Tuesday night, show strength and take action. That's the time to come. You know, actually, the prayer meeting, as Brother Benson shared, actually the prayer meeting begins as soon as we wake up on Tuesday morning. That's why there's always a battle on Tuesday. Isn't it interesting that Tuesday, everything starts hurting on your body? Your head, your eyes, your back, your this, your that. Everything. This is not coincidental. This is to keep us from the prayer meeting. Why? Because it's important if we're in the prayer meeting. It's important to pray something, to be there. This is the Lord. Anyway, I like to just charge you, to burden you in this way, to let you know, thank the Lord, that in the Lord's recovery, there are not just a group of older brothers and sisters. There are so many who are in your age category. But in this age category, you have to rise up. Don't be afraid to rise up. As Brother Benson shared, we made a lot of mistakes. We're still making mistakes. But one thing I don't regret. I don't regret rising up. I don't regret taking some action. At least to further the interests of the Lord's recovery on the earth. Why else are we here? We only have 70 to 80 years of our human life, maybe 90. Why else are we here? We only have one life. I like to give everything to the Lord and the Lord's recovery. And I like to influence as many as I can to do the same thing. Amen? Okay.
Well, as you can see, all of us are very burdened for you, brothers and sisters. And I know that the brothers would like us to share something with you, both concerning the point of burden and also concerning the point of practice. So I'm going to tell you a few things that you need to do. And then I believe the brothers have arranged that in 10 minutes you will all break up into smaller groups so that you can talk a little bit. And when you're in your small group fellowship about what we talk about this afternoon, also talk a little bit about what you need to do in your next step. And this book in chapter 1, it says there are 3 things that is needed. That's based on Ephesians 4. Number 1, you need the head. Number 2, you need the gifts. Number 3, you need the members. You can read that book. And I'm going to translate that into something very practical, that when you get into the small group or when you go home, 3 things, 3 questions. Number 1, you need to ask the Lord. You need to be open for the Lord to speak to you as the head. It's not enough for you to listen and be inspired. You have to be open to the Lord so that the Lord himself would speak to you. Then number 2, you have to be open to be perfected by the other saints, the older ones, the gifted ones. Give yourself to say, brother, help me. I need some help. Give yourself to them. That's the second application of the second point. Then the third point is you need companions. You need people around you to encourage, and you encourage them and they encourage you so that you would encourage each other. That's very, very necessary. These 3 things. Let me repeat it again. First thing, be open to the Lord, that the Lord would speak to you. Number 2, be open to the gifts. Be open to the body, that the brothers would perfect you. Then number 3, open to your companions so that your companions can touch you. And so let me ask you, do you have your companions? If you don't, get one now. Get one right away. I know this is very, very important. You know, when we hear something about burden, we always think that it's one person, you know, taking the way of overcoming, taking the way of vital. It never works. It never works. It only works when you have 1 or 2 companions. It can be your spouse. It can be the brothers that you graduate with full-time training with. Or it can be anybody. It can be a young brother. But grab somebody. You cannot. It is impossible for you to live the proper Christian life by yourself. So I'm going to ask you that when you break up, tell each other, who is my companion? Who is my companion? Mitch, who is your companion? Do you have a companion yet? I'm not talking about the one that you meet on Lord's Day morning. I'm not talking about the one that you meet on Saturday with 20 people. I'm talking about 1 or 2 people that you can pray with, that you can study with, that you can go to the meeting and prophesy and sit together with, that you can go and preach the gospel with, that you can take care of a young one or even children together with. Do you have one? Mitchell, you do? Well, I'd like to ask every one of you. It's not hard. Get somebody who is a companion. All right? When you do that, then consider how you would implement what was shared this afternoon among the 2 or 3 of you. Talk to each other. And I said before the meeting, I didn't have anything premeditated, but while I was sitting here, I wrote down these things. And I'm going to write that on the board. And I'm going to say, pick up one of them. Don't pick up all of them. You know, you buy the book. It lists all the things that you need to do. And you get frustrated. You say, I can't do all of that. Okay, I'm going to tell you this. Pick up at least one thing. At least one thing. And then, with your companion, do that thing. Okay, let me just write down these things here. Number 1, try to get into some pursuit of the truth. It may be a book. It may be a Bible, a portion of the Bible. It may be a section of the life study. And I would suggest to you, all of them, it would be very good if you get together with your companion and read over this book. 8 chapters. And in 8 weeks' time, you can finish it. But do something together, to pursue together. Or some of the saints now, they're getting into some books of the Bible. You can do that. Or get into a schedule of reading the life study. You can do that too. You know, in 2004, we challenged some of the young ones in Taiwan. If they would read 1 life study a day, they would finish the life study in 5 years. You know what? By August of this year, they will have finished the entire Old and New Testament, 1,984 messages. So, number 1. All right? See if that is the burden that you want to pick up. The second one is on life. And when I say life, I mean your living. Okay. Some of you need to spend time to pray for yourself so that you can get a reconsideration, a revival, a rescheduling, and so forth. You need a companion to do that. Mitchell, get somebody and do that together. You spend 1 time or 2 times a week just to pray together so that you would have something from the Lord. Now, for some, it may be more practical. You may need to pray about your children. You may need to pray about your family. Get somebody to pray about certain aspect of your living. I know this is very, very practical. And I know the sisters especially need that. They need somebody as a companion so that they can pray together for certain definite aspect. Now, also, you need to pray for the 3 circles of your friends, relatives, and acquaintances. Brother Lee call those your Jerusalem, your Samaria, and the othermost part of the world. So you need somebody that you can pray together for your children. You need somebody that you can pray together for your in-law. You need somebody to pray together for your workmate, those that are working for you. You need somebody that you can pray together specifically, definitely, in those certain area of life. Then, for some of you, and I'm not saying all of you, but for some of you, you need to find a companion to pray for definite obstacles in your life. And I'm talking about at least 2 or 3 different kinds of obstacles. Number 1 is obstacles in your living. And I'm talking about some of you have definite obstacles. You know what I'm talking about. Some of you may even need a companion to help you to pray to get over your drinking problem. Some of you may have a problem with other kinds of entanglements. You may have a problem with the internet. You can't deal with it yourself. You need a companion to pray with you so that you can overcome these obstacles. That's number 1. Number 2, you need help in overcoming obstacles financially. Some of you may need help to pray. Well, I'm not encouraging all of you or every one of you to open up your finance to one another. But I think a lot of the young people, without knowing it, they get into financial bondage. And it becomes a problem that they need to pray about. And third thing, you need to pray about definite certain areas. And that is the anxieties in your life. Some are just so much caught up with their own children. Some are just so much caught up, they just get very, very anxious about their job. Then some are so caught up with their marriage. You need somebody, a companion, to pray specifically about those things. That's the matter of the living. Pick it up as a project. And the leading brothers, we came together last week, and we said we're going to come together again in 2 or 3 months' time. This meeting is not our meeting. This meeting is your meeting. But I would like to suggest you, brothers, to try to consider coming together again in 2 or 3 months' time and consider whether the Lord has done something along these lines. Then number 3 is meeting. Get together with your companion and start getting into one area of meeting. For example, start getting with your companion to consider what you should do on the Lord's Day morning to follow up Brother Benson's fellowship. Consider the Holy Word, consider the prophesying, consider the care for the people, fellowship one with another a little bit about how you should improve your attendance and presence in the Lord's Day morning meeting. Do it every week. Then you will see with your companion, you will make the Lord's Day morning meeting more meaningful to you. For some, it's other kinds of meetings. It may be the small group meeting. It may be the campus meeting. But on the meeting area, pick up one area where it can be the subject of your prayer with your companion, or the subject of conversation or fellowship. That's number 3. Then number 4 is service. Pick up one area of service, and I'm not talking about chair arranging or painting the meeting hall. I'm talking about number 1. Consider going out with your companion once a week to preach the gospel, to get the new ones. You have to do it in a scheduled way. You have to do it in a way of a long-term commitment. If you have a companion, then you can do it. If you don't have a companion, it's very hard to do it. That's one thing that you can pick up. Another thing on service that you can pick up some care for the young people. I'm talking about high schoolers and college people. Care for them, not in a legal organizational way. Forget about, whether I'm in young people's work or I'm not in young people's work, I'm in college work or I'm not in college. Just pick up somebody that you can care for. Mitchell and whoever that is with you, just pick up 1 or 2 that can become the burden within you. You will, in a very organic way, become their shepherd. Then, for some of you, you may want to pick up some burden for some children. Don't just leave the children to the full-timers. That is a degradation. Pick up some children as working saints in the church. Pray for them as a project for yourself. Then, another thing, pray for the Bible for America. How do you do it? You can either pick up the recipients and start praying for these ones and consider them one by one. Get the list from Bible for America. Or you can participate in the work in Bible for America. There's a lot of work there. But pick up something in a definite way. So if you have a burden for Bible for America, he has a burden for Bible for America. Pray for that. And then in a spontaneous way. You don't need somebody to organize that for you. Just pick up those recipients. There's thousands of them. They're sitting there. Nobody's caring for them. Then you can pick up the burden for serving at the Living Stream. Rick mentioned about that. There are so many things. Just spend one afternoon, 2 or 3 of you, come over on Thursday morning just to pack You say, oh, well, that's $8 an hour job. I'm $300. Well, it's not that. It's the honor of serving the Lord. Pick up that as a project. Pick up that as a project and do that, and it will revive you. Then you can pick up some area of the campus work. You don't have to be a campus team. You can just go to the campus one afternoon in between your work with your companion and just sit there and talk to the full-timers and talk to the students. That will help to revive you. Okay, I just mentioned these 4 things, all right? Now, don't pick up all of them. Just pick up one. I'm just helping you to give you some idea of where and how you can start. Start by opening up to the Lord to let the Lord speak to you. Opening up to the brothers to let the brothers speak to you. And opening up by getting some kind of, my goodness, companions. You cannot be a lone ranger. You can be in a 4,000 people training meeting and you're not built up with any single one. You just need to build up with one. You get built up with one, then do something together. Pray together. Pursue the truth together. Go to the meeting together. Serve together. Take care of people together. Then I'll tell you, next time we come together, maybe we'll get some very good testimony. My time is up. We need to I think you need to, I'm going to suggest to you, brothers, you need to spend at least half an hour. I was going to stop at 2:30, but sorry. But you need to spend at least half an hour to talk a little bit about that. Number 1, who's your companion? Get a companion first. Then number 2, let's consider before the Lord what we need to do. And then maybe the Lord will give us all a fresh start. Amen.
Thank you for joining us today. To hear the complete recording and other messages, please visit livingtohim.com. If you would like to receive regular updates from us, please subscribe to this podcast and join our mailing list on our website. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, where our handle is @livingtohim.